So welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over 2024. It's going to be a 2024 recap. We're going over the list of goals that I made when I started the new year to see like what I have accomplished. We're just discuss and go over everything 2024, specifically my goals and what I was focusing on, and then also 2025 and what I want to focus on this year, what I could do better, what I really need to just hone in on, because I have like an idea of where I want to be in the next 5 years, kind of, sorta, and I really need to hone in on these 2 years. I need to save money, I need to up my credit, I need to do a lot of things, both financially, personal, and just like all these different things. So I'm just gonna go over that with you guys. Yeah, so let's get into it. So first we're gonna talk about 2024 goals. We're gonna go over my goal list for 2024. I'm gonna have it up on the screen. I have it in my notes app. So I'm gonna record for 2024. But this is how it's looking like though. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I did it in, as you can see, I did it in like a chart kind of folder situation. So I had it by different categories. So I had financial, health, travel, spirituality, career, relationships, leisure, creativity, and then personal. So different goals categorized or put in within those categories kind of helped me sort it all out a little bit. So the first goal I have here is financial, and then I had, the goal was save up 1K in overall savings. I will say I failed with that goal. I really did. Saving is a thing you really got to be super intentional with, which is again a lesson that I am going into 2025 with, and then for sure like I feel like I have a better plan on how to do it, because last year I didn't really like 2023 I didn't really have, like, I was budgeting but I wasn't really budgeting for real. Like I didn't have like control or like discipline with my money. I feel like 2024 I did way better with my control, and I kind of had like a plan and a budget, I will say, towards the end of the year that I was following. It wasn't perfect. I was still overspending on certain things, certain times, but it was better than what it was previously, and that's what you want to be, 1% better. So, but this year going to 2025, I for sure have a plan. Last year I didn't have a plan as to how I was going to save this 1K. Somehow I was just going to magically save it. This year, a little bit more knowledgeable, a little bit more like with seasoning, and I kind of know, okay, girl, you got to have a plan, because you want to save 1K. How are you going to save this 1K? So now I kind of have that goal as well on there, but I have it versed in a different thing, because I want to have an emergency fund for like any kind of emergencies. I want to have that built up. Starting out, I want to have it at least a K, and then have that built up to like 5K, 10K in the future by like year 5, to make sure, like, if God forbid lose my job, something happens, or I just need to, like, you know, whatever, I have that safety net, and I want that safety net. And my mom's always told me, like, girl, you need to have a safety net, you need to make sure you save. I've heard you, mother. I love you, mother. I'm doing it. I'm trying. Next thing I have is health. Next category is health. And the goal for that one, I put workout or do movement for 30 minutes consistently weekly. All right, now this was a bit of a process, because I'm a homebody. I am not used to doing too many exercises often. Like, it's just not a habit that I have, that I've built. Like, you know, but this year I feel like I did somewhat accomplish this goal a little bit. Not as consistently, it kind of varies, but in my opinion I reached it, because I started doing, you guys have probably seen my shorts, I've done like walks, like 3-mile walks, 2-mile walks. I've done more dancing towards the end of this month. And like, I don't like the gym, so the gym was never going to be on the list of things, because I just don't like gym. Not that I don't like gym culture, but I just don't want to go to the gym. I have anxiety. The gym brings out that anxiety side of me. I just don't want to deal with it. So yeah, that's another goal that I will be adding to my 2025, that you'll see on my 2025 list, but in a different capacity. Like, I just want to implement more of a regular routine where I'm like, I'm moving, I'm stretching. Like, maybe it's not like me walking, maybe it's me doing a workout, maybe it's me, like, I like the Grow with JoJo workouts. Those, I want to do those more consistent. I just want to have a routine for it, where like it becomes like a habit, like it's instinctual. My bad, it's instinctual, and it's second nature for me. So that's ultimately the goal next year. Next one is travel. Take 1 road trip. I did not complete that, I don't think. Did I? I didn't take a road trip. This year, just, I don't know, like, just there's a lot going on. And then with road trips, you need money, you need this. I do think it's attainable. I could have probably done one, but it just didn't really happen. I didn't prioritize it, honestly. just feel like every time I had the money, you know, whatever. This, I will say 2024, I did go to a lot of concerts, which I love for me. I went to see Burna Boy, I went to see Megan, I went to a lot of different concerts this year and a lot of different things. Moving to 2025, I won't be going to as many concerts. That was just my concert phase because I'd never been to a concert prior to that, or like I did, it was like Beyonce and then Doja Cat, but I've gotten it out of my system now. It would have to take someone real special again for me to even want to, oh my god, maybe SZA would be the person I want to see, or like an Afrobeat artist that I'd want to see, and the tickets would have to be low. But yeah, I do want to take a road trip. I still have that on my 2025 list. I want to do either Orlando or Key West. And the idea of driving for that long, I think I might just do the bullet train. There's a train that just goes to Orlando. Boop, you just pay the ticket, whatever. I think that would be more attainable than me taking my car and putting all that mileage and that thing on it. So I just think that might be a little better for me. But yeah, so I have a road trip. I still have that on my 2025 because I did not do that at all. Next thing was spirituality. I put start the Bible guide for women. I'm not even gonna lie, my spirituality took a back seat, which it shouldn't have, because you're always supposed to put God first in your life. This video I'm making on a Sunday as well, so I did not start it. Again, you won't accomplish your goals if you don't set a system or a plan to achieve it. I wrote that down, but I had no legitimate plan with it, like no system in place to allow me to do that goal or to achieve that goal. I had the book, had the guy, I was like, oh, I would like to do this, but then didn't actually put forth any action to accomplish that. So there's that. But yeah, I also have that on my list this year. However, I do have a plan in place. I'm gonna have it a part of my daily morning routine. I'm still trying to decide if I want it in my daily morning routine or in my daily night routine as like my way to wind down, whatever. But it's like, because it allows you a moment of stillness, and it's like a form of like meditation, and like I don't know, like it's a moment of like peace, because I feel like in life you're constantly moving, constantly going, and like when you have those moments, it's just like, I don't know, just read the Bible, right? Or any of those moments where you're just doing something that allows you to just sit down and focus on that one thing. It's kind of like, okay, you know, that's kind of a moment of peace. But I kind of do have a plan with that. I'll speak more about that in a little bit when we get to 2025 on how I want to achieve that. Next thing, career. Have 2 streams of income. Okay. All right, so as you guys may or may not know, I do have a full-time job. I work in retail currently. I work in luxury retail. I will say that, but I won't say where. And I've been working in retail for a good bit of my life. Well, a good bit of my working career, I will say. So yeah, and then there's 2 streams of income. Didn't really happen. I tried, but I realized you really need to have like a side hustle that's like that, because when you're working full-time at one job, it leaves you with little time to do anything else really, and then still do all the other things that you want to do. Go out, have a life, do your hobbies, whatever. So I kind of had a little side hustle. I tried to do it like with knitting blankets. That wasn't making not nearly as much profit as time I was dedicating to it. So I was just like, cut that out. You're not making money from that at all. Leave that alone. But we'll see. I'm still working on trying to get 2 streams of income. I'm also working on like trying to switch out careers as well. I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes. But for now, that's still a goal that I'm trying to achieve or just figure out. I think YouTube is my long-term path of like one income in the future, but again, you got to build up YouTube. You can't count on that right now. This is like 2 years from now that I'm thinking of like, okay, this could be an avenue where it could be giving me a little side something, but not completely. And hopefully in the future, perhaps make it full-time. We'll see. I don't know what God has in store for me, but you know, whatever, I'll be happy with. Okay, next thing, relationships. And for that goal, or for that category, I had go out with a friend other than Kassan for one time a month. Okay, so at this time when I wrote this goal, I only have the one friend. Like it's hard for me to consider people friends or what to categorize them, you know, because you have coworkers, you have acquaintances, you have like, it's, you know, I don't consider everybody a friend, because to me a friend is a person I'm gonna call when I like there's something wrong, or like, you know, this person you depend on. I don't like depending on a lot of people, and I don't trust a lot of people, as you shouldn't. This ain't even me talking from a place of hurt. This is talking from a place of like, just sometimes you just can't put all your trust in people, and I've been taught that lesson multiple times. Regardless of that fact, I put that goal because I feel like I needed to get out there a little bit more. I need to make more friends. Did I make more friends? I feel like towards the end of this year I've been a little bit more open, and I realized that if most of your time is at work, obviously your coworkers are going to start becoming people that you hang out with socially, and I had to kind of like, oh, okay, they're not just, depending on the coworker, there's like a couple people that I'm like, oh, I could see you as like a friend in the future, or like I trust them enough to consider them to be a friend. So those are relationships that I'm trying to work on. Definitely this year for sure, 2025, I want to make sure I have like, I want to work on making friends and being more social, and just like, not everyone needs to be like my Cassandra or Cassandra, she's like my best friend. Not everyone needs to be your best friend. Sometimes you're gonna have friends that you just do certain things with. There's other friends that you do other things with. Not everyone needs to be a best friend, and that's what I'm starting to realize the older I get. It's like sometimes you just have certain people you kick it with. Sometimes you have people that you do serious stuff with. There's other people that you just do everything with. Cassandra's my everything friend. I need to stop trying to find another everything friend and just leave her in her place on her pedestal, because she's right up there, and just find people that, you know, your vibe with, you have some things in common, and then that you talk to every now and then, you know. All right, moving on. Next thing on the list, leisure. I had read at least one book per month. Now I wasn't calculating, because again, reading is something I like doing. It's my form of escapism. So I don't even know why I put one book per month. Girl, please. I read, there's moments within the year I'll read like 5 books in 1 month, and there'll be other months where I don't read anything, and there'll be other times where I read like 1 or 2, or like it varies. I don't really need to put goals surrounded around that, because I read regardless. I'm always gonna end up reading. I read in phases. Like if I got nothing to watch, nothing's keeping my interest, I'm like, okay, I need to find a good book. I have a couple of tropes that I like to dibble dabble in every so often. So yeah, let's moving on. Next goal category, creativity. Okay, so creativity, I had create YouTube videos that you're excited about. So I did kind of achieve this goal this year, well last year, because when I'm posting the video it's going to be 2025 regardless. I started making videos that I liked. I did get in my head sort of like towards the end of the year is when I actually started posting. It's hard not to get in your head about it, because then you just like, you see everyone's channel and you're just trying to be like, oh my god, I want to do this, I want to do that, but like what will get me the subscribers I want? Because then sometimes when you're making content, boom boom boom, and you feel like no one's watching it, it's just kind of like, what's the point? But then you have to realize like, you're doing this for you. Like this is a form of my creative expression. Like I like doing this. I've always wanted to do the channel. Like this is like making me happy. Like I really love doing stuff like this. So I'm just like, just do more videos that you like and that you like watching, and you'll be fine. Hence this video. Because I was another time. Moving on, personal, make my room a complete sanctuary. Okay, so I kind of had like, because last year 2024, when I brought in 2024, we were moving into a new house, so I hadn't had, my room wasn't complete. Not that it's complete right now, but I was still moving in and getting everything sorted. Now I kind of have it where like I have my accent wall, I have like my furniture kind of sorted. That took months, that's a whole nother video, but it's coming together. This year, specifically 2025, I will have a whole series on me actually, like there's some couple renovation things I want to do, and I still have some pieces and stuff that I have to get together with my room to make it my complete sanctuary. But right now it's been pretty much like, I'll do a room tour. My room is actually where I want it to be. There's still some stuff that I need to do, buy some extra accent pieces. There's like some stuff missing in the back, but it turned out better than I could ever hope for. It's exactly what I would have wanted, and it's like my little safe space, and I'm so grateful that I was able to get it to be the space I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Next up, financial again. Have a budget that I stick to. This one I feel like I did really accomplish. Like I'm still, again, 1% better every day. That's what the model we're living by. So going 2023, I didn't really have a budget that I had. Like I have an idea of like what I had, like bills I had to pay and expenses, but I had a thing was where my money's going, what is my money doing. It's just, it's in, it's out, it's in, it's out. 2024, towards the end of the year, I would say like midway, I was just like, okay girl, you're always living paycheck to paycheck, broker than broke. What's going on? Let's really put pen to paper and figure out where your money is going and how can you sustain yourself with the rest of the money that you have left. Because this year I also got a new car, and that's a car note, and you know, that's the whole thing within itself. So I'm like, I gotta figure out my money thing, because I can't be, you know, I was just over, when you're over something, you're just like, okay, I need a plan, you need a plan, and that's what I did. So maybe I'll do a separate video on like how I budget it. I do it my way. It may not be the most organized, like it's organized for me, okay? Anyway, that's a separate video or a separate thing we'll talk about. But yeah, feel like I accomplished that goal. Moving on, health. Get a checkup this year. I know this is gonna sound bad, but I really don't go to the doctor as often as I should, which is why I put that on the list. And I did, and I found out some things that were very important for me to find out. I found that I was anemic, and I also found out I had like a sugar resistance insulin thing going on as well. That explained a lot of things that I was experiencing, which is crazy enough. But yeah, I did that and not got treated, but like, you know, she gave me some, and it just validated a lot of things, because I used to be like, why am I always so tired? Why do I always feel so weak? Why do I always feel so irritable? Why do I? And then I'm like, oh, this explains it. So yeah, you'll see on 2025 I also have a list of things with that. But yeah, did that, so proud of myself, because you know, that gave me a lot of anxiety, and I'm glad I just knocked it out right then and there. Next thing that I have on the list, travel. Do at least one road trip in Florida. Okay, so this is getting a little repetitive, so yeah, obviously we didn't do that. Spirituality, pray more consistently, at least 2 times per week. So that didn't happen, and again, without a system in place, you know, I think I prayed like maybe 1 or twice, which is so bad because that was, you had the whole year. But I'm planning on breaking and changing that 2025. Okay, I know. Career, make more money. That kind of happened, kind of passed that goal, not passed that goal, achieved that goal, but not in the way that I wanted to. But again, it is what it is. Relationships, spend more time with families, calls count. That one was a big one for me, and I do feel like I accomplished that for sure. Like, I spoke to my sister more than I would have. I had like weekly calls with her. It's called like with Lean Wednesdays. Like, I dedicated the time to call her on Wednesdays, every Wednesday for the most part. She acted like she hated it, but she low-key, no, she loved it. Let's be for real. Yeah, spend time with more families. I'm an auntie now. Auntie Nisi Capri. So that happened towards the tail end of this year, and I've been spending a lot of time with family because of that, and I'm so grateful and blessed to have a niece that has brought together this family so beautifully. And yeah, so that goal definitely, like, and I'm also focusing on that as well next year as well, spending more time doing more things, all that stuff. Next thing, leisure, relax at a park more often or beach more often. If you can't remember the last time you've gone, it's been too long. In 2023 I spent a lot of time at parks and beaches, just having either picnics, walking, reading, just reading outside, just being outside. And I felt like the beginning of 2023, but I feel like towards the tail end I stopped doing it, and I feel like I started to see a decline in my mental health because of that, because I was always so cooped up in the house. When you're cooped up in the house, that means you're cooped up in your head, and sometimes you just need to touch some grass. Literally, my friend always texts me anytime I was like going through, not like a bender, but like just not feeling the best, self-sabotage, all this extra stuff. She'd be like, girl, you need to touch some grass, you need to go outside. When's the last time you've been outside? You've been cooped up in your house for, my best friend knows me. She knows when I need to go outside and when I need to go and do something. So yeah, so that's why I added that to the list. That's also gonna be the same thing I have on my list for this year as well, because I just need to always make time to go on picnics, do little stuff, be outside. So yeah, as much as I love my room and it's a sanctuary for me, sometimes, girl, you really need to step your ass outside and be with the real world. Okay, next thing, I skipped a couple of things, I guess. Okay, well, health, prioritize my health. That goes in general for every year, prioritize my health. Make sure I'm taking my medication that's supposed to help with whatever. Make sure I'm drinking water, making sure I exercise, making sure I'm eating the way I'm supposed to eat to help myself. Next thing I have, personal, take more pictures of everything, full body pictures, capturing moments. I'm a very sentimental person. I like taking pictures, but like I don't do it often because like in my head I'm just like, I like to be in the moment. But this year I really wanted to step into like, well, 2024 I really wanted to step into like, okay, you know, like, also I don't take full body pictures, or like full body pictures where other people are taking pictures of me, because I never like the pictures that they take. I like the pictures where I can see myself, fix myself in the way that I need to fix. So, you know, but this year I will say, like, I wouldn't necessarily say I achieved that goal, but I definitely did get out my comfort zone, and I did do a couple full body pictures, as you'll see on my Instagram. Follow me, simply Charlene something, you'll see it in the bio. But yeah, so that I feel like I accomplished. And then but I do want to do more taking pictures, more full body pictures, and getting out of my comfort zone, and really just getting into my content creator era, but not really like just content, but just like making memories and having those memories to look back on in the future, more or less. Next one I have is leisure. take more walks around the neighborhood. I definitely choose that goal, and let's give it up. Yeah. So that's the end of my 2024 list. This is part 1. I was planning on making this 2 videos, but considering how long it took for me to do the 2024 one, and this is probably gonna be a long video at that, I'm just gonna stick to making these 2 parts. So this is gonna be part 1, 2024's recap, and then we're gonna do part 2. I'm gonna just split them up so they're not as long, and then it's gonna be 2025, my goals going into 2025, what I'm aspiring to be, what my plan is. And I'm also planning on making a vision board, which is the first time I'm ever doing that. I'm not doing that in that video, that's gonna be a separate thing completely, but I'm planning on doing a vision board this year because I'm a visual person and I want to see these goals, you know, see them, bring them into fruition. But yeah, so that's been that. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys stayed this long, please comment. If you guys are on the same journey, please leave a comment about how you're doing, and share some practices that's helped you accomplish a goal, or things that you think would help me, or any apps, anything that you think may be able to help me reach your goal a little quicker, or what you've learned in your 2024 season. But you know, thank you guys for watching. It's been wonderful. I'll see you guys in part 2. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.